Let's actually go on the house in Fata Morgana, that would help. Wait, I need to load, don't I? Yeah, I do. Okay. Sweet. There we go, cool. Bring up Twitch chat. And of course it's this song of all things. Of course it is. Wait, shit, did I refresh? Do I not mix it up open? No, I do. Okay, good. Did I? I forgot if I fucking refreshed it or something. Oops. I don't think I did. Refresh, Antongia, refresh. Alright, sweet. There we go, cool. And then... My mic doesn't seem like it's picking up now. That should be alright. Okay, let's see if it lags, Drac. Hey, Drac. Hold on. Damn it, I wasn't on my stream. I'm bad. I don't think it lagged. Did it lag? How was it? Okay, spinny gamma turtle. I guess that means it didn't lag. I don't know. How you doing, Drac? I know I spoke to you earlier, but still, might as well ask, eh? No, it was good, sweet. That's what we like to hear. I don't know what it was. Maybe it was just Danganronpa V3 that was fucking it a little, because I didn't have it with Deathmark, with Raging Loop, and with thingy. So I don't know. I don't know. You do good? How am I? I'm good, man. Yeah, I'm alright. I'm alright. Can't really complain. Just thought I'd chill, stream some more of this, get the song stuck in everyone's fucking head again, eh? Just see how it is. I'm also at 70 followers, meaning someone else followed me, and I don't know who, and I need to like thank them for it. No, that's mod actions. That's predictions. What the hell? Quick actions? No, I really hate Twitch's stream manager thing. Oh, I can complete all. Complete, yeah, mod was complete. Cool. That's the other mod thing. Oh, it was Luca. Okay, nice one, sweet. Then Iron Strike followed me as well yesterday. Nice one, nice one. Shaunathon followed me a couple days ago. That's awesome. Alright. I'm gonna start, I guess. You have my thanks, Father. And I apologize for being late today. Now there's something unusual. You not being punctual. Maybe we'll go a whole month without rain. Maybe next we'll go a whole month without rain. Do have mercy on next year's crops, Mel. You hyperbolize, Father. So, did something nice happen? Huh? You look like you're in good spirits. Do I? No, nothing. Something did happen, didn't it? It's all over my face, isn't it? People prefer an open book to a face of stone. So it is. People may prefer it, but it's not a good trait to have for social engagements. What? Not the kind of engagements you'll be having, anyways. I'm sorry, don't look so dejected. For now, at least, there's nothing wrong with that. So tell me, what has you in such a joyous mood, Mel? You told me so, Father. We've taken on another maid. You know how that goes, right? So when you comes, things get lively for a while. All the excitement has gotten to me, that's all. Oh ho ho! What? Why are you looking at me like that? No reason, no reason. So, what family does the little lady come from? Oh, I don't actually know. You don't know? I was going to ask her, but I missed my chance. Father has returned home, and I can't speak to Mother. I see. She's caught your eye, has she? Yeah, she has. But the truth is, you're more than just interested in her, are you not? No, I... Haha. You truly do enjoy tormenting me. Well, I should be getting home now. Mel. Yes? Make certain you find out where she's from. If you're genuinely interested in her, it's your responsibility to determine if she's actually suitable for you. Thank you, and excuse me. It doesn't matter if she's from an esteemed family or not. No, I'm not in love with her. I'm just interested. This isn't love, no. It couldn't be. This is me we're talking about. Besides, I hardly even know her. Young sire, blessed young sire, alms for the poor. It's the same beggar as before. I don't think he's moved since then, but he looks skinnier than last time. He's going to have trouble making it through the summer. I should give him something while I still have the chance. Alms for the poor, have mercy. Sorry, but this is all I have to give you. Ah, thank you very much. Blessings upon you. May the Lord bless your soul, young sire. Thanks. I feel bad for him. That's just the way of the world. Farewell. The skies are really clear. The sun shone fiercely down on the town that day. As was characteristic of the area, cloudy days and rain were frequent during the season, but the sun almost always took the stage the day after a storm. The cathedral standing tall in the centre of town, the stone-paved streets clacking with the pleasant sound of footsteps, the people peering out from beneath awnings to look up at the sky. In Mel's eyes, it was as if they were all blessed by a divine light. However, not everyone living in the same land was equally blessed. In fact, the blessed were far outnumbered by the forsaken. I don't know if is my audio coming through fine? Let me check. Yeah, it seems to be. There we go. Even if their time would later come to be referred to as the Golden Age. Elsewhere, back at the mansion, Nellie was causing trouble for the Abigails. On a whim, she had decided to redecorate her bedchamber, so she gathered the maids and put them to work, shouting orders, demands, and complaints. And she had not summoned only her personal servants, but others as well, including the white-haired girl. No, not like that. How many times must I tell you? The tapestry goes by the door. And I don't like the carpet's pattern. Is there anything else we can change it with? Hey, who put up this ugly vase here? Nellie appears to be rather irritated, and it was the servants who bore the brunt of her frustration. Though if they found this similarly vexing, none of them showed it. She was a girl who spoke her mind, a trait particular to that time in history. Women of the Golden Age were so vivacious, in fact, that it inspired parody and satire in foreign countries. But no matter how hands-off her parents were, had Nellie been born a generation earlier or a generation later, she likely would not have been able to act so free-spirited. That day, however, Nellie did not seem to be her usual self. Though she always spoke her mind, it rarely went beyond being childishly adorable. It was unusual to see her in such a foul mood, not even a smile on her face. Ugh, get rid of it all. The carpet, the chair, the desk, it's all so ugly. Don't we have anything better? If we don't, then order it. Have it made. You can do that much, can't you? Hurry up and replace them. Having only arrived this morning, the white-haired girl was unsure what she was supposed to be doing, caught in the middle of a flurry of maids and furniture and fabric. She chased frantically scrambling Abigails with her eyes, and made attempts to help, but not being familiar with the work, she only ended up getting in their way. She probably felt that everyone would be better off with her not in the room. So when the maids ordered to get new furniture made their way out. Oh wait. So when the maids ordered to get Words are hard. English bad. Oh wait, did it do that thing again? Hold up. I hate Twitch. Right. One sec. Okay, there we go. That should be fine. No, it's like, that's really weird. I don't understand why Twitch does this. If I do that, are we good? So I have like an image preview of the stream, and it seems to want to crash the video preview that I have, and I kind of use that to thingy. Oh well, it's fine. So when the maids ordered to get new furniture made their way out of Nellie's room, she attempted to follow them. You hold on a second. Yes, you with the white hair. However, Nellie stopped her before she could take her leave. What? The white-haired girl turned back, bewildered to find Nellie smiling at her. The corners of her mouth turned up into a self-assured grin. There was no trace of timidity or uncertainty in her demeanor. Her flaxen eyes seemed like they would look nice under the light of the sun. Almost the exact opposite of the white-haired girl. I wanted to talk to you, actually, but Mother never was one to share. I asked her to trade maids, but she wouldn't have it. Trade? You mean for... Which is why I decided to completely redecorate my room, because then I would need some extra hands. But why? Because Mother and Father refused to tell me anything. Why is that? Who are you exactly? Where did you come from? Tell me, what house are you from? Why can't you tell me? If we took you in, you must be from a fairly decent family. As a member of the Rhodes family, I have a right to know. Do I not? Can't expect me to welcome a girl into my home who won't even tell me where she came from. I don't know anything about you. I haven't seen you at any parties. I came from another country. Another country? What country? Somewhere very, very far away. Oh? North of here? East? West? South? South. It's south of here. I crossed the sea to get here, which is why we've never met before. How far did you have to travel there? How many times did the sun rise and how many stormy nights did you face? Innumerable days and nights we sailed, heading ever further north. Huh. So tell me. Lady Nellie, this is a most wonderful painting. She tried to brush me off. I won't let it get away that easy. Painting? It's in my room, so of course it's wonderful. But that one's especially so. You're both so adorable. You, Lady Nellie, and Lord Mel. Huh. How old were you when it was painted? Huh? Ah, that painting. Goodness, yes. You have a good eye for art. It is magnificent, isn't it? This was done when I was 4 and Mel was 7. You see how we're standing next to each other, holding hands? I was too young to remember it very well, but Mel looks like he was really embarrassed. But standing there like statues makes for a boring painting. Nellie explained brightly. Having completely forgotten she was pressed up against the white-haired girl, she did a little twirl, stopping to face the portraits. The many paintings lined the walls of her room. Nellie was most fond of the one of her and her brother. 2 darling siblings standing side by side, the older brother smiling kindly, and the younger sister sweetly tilting her head, her cheeks the colour of freshly picked apples. It was like the very embodiment of their happiness. A painting laid its subjects bare. You know, fortune, misfortune, happiness and sorrow, enshrined on canvas for all to see. While reflection is not merely limited to the point in time it was made either. And this reflection is not merely limited to the point in time it was made either. Did you know, Master, that paintings are alive? They are drawn with a brush over an extended stretch of time, unlike photographs, which capture a singular moment. The two have their own individual merits, but a photograph is still, while a painting moves. Portraits reveal both the past and present state of those they depict. Mel and I have always been close. I would sing songs for him, and he would teach me about all sorts of things. He's so smart. Nowadays, Mel hardly ever goes on walks with me, making excuses like, I'm an adult now, but we used to spend a lot of time playing together in the Rose Garden. I see. The white-haired girl not only had difficulty smiling, but her lips naturally curled upwards as Nellie reminisced. A vision of the two happy siblings had probably swelled up in her mind, and I imagine there was a faint trace of envy in her heart as well. Lady Nellie, you love Lord Mel quite deeply, I see. Yes, of course I do. Mel's smart and he's studious and he's incredibly kind. For my birthday, he gave me this wonderful rose necklace. The jewelry shop he got it from is famous because even the royal family makes commissions from their workshop. So he had it ordered. So he had it ordered. So he had to have ordered it months in advance, just for me. He's a prince. Oh, he's pretty charming, wouldn't you say? That's why I call him my prince. But you know what? Mel is a terrible dancer and he still hasn't got his feet on the ground yet. And he's so bad at interacting with girls. So there's no one else who would say that about him. He's quite the gentleman. I assumed women would be drawn to him. Gentlemen? Have you met Mel already? This morning, briefly. That reminds me. Mel seemed to know about her too. What do you think about Mel? As I said, he is a gentleman. It's not what I mean. Don't think I'll let you get away with putting any funny ideas in his head. What? Mel is too trusting, he's pure of heart, so I won't stand for you trying to take advantage of him. I would never. So you say, but you actually want to get close to him. I wouldn't dream of it, Lady Nellie. He is a man far beyond my reach. You're not planning on doing anything, are you? Not at all. You don't have any romantic feelings for him, do you? What? Well, do you? I have no romantic feelings for him, Lady Nellie. And you won't develop any? I will not. And with that, Nellie gave a wide, satisfied grin, even though one has no way of knowing how another truly feels, or how they might in the future. You wouldn't, would you? Now that I think about it, there are plenty of other boys. You getting together with Mel is downright absurd. Indeed. But anyway, back to what we were talking about earlier. Your family, I almost forgot. You haven't told me exactly where you came from or anything about your... Lady Nellie, I've brought a new carpet. Just look at the embroidery. The work of a true artisan. I'm simply in love with it. Surely you'll find it to your liking as well. Well, you're right. That's a Florentine stitch, isn't it? I wonder whether someone mimicked the style or if it was imported. Either way, a great find. Let's hurry up and get it laid out. And we'll have to see how the colours go with everything else. We have to finish redecorating quickly so I can show Mel. He'll be so surprised. What wonderful taste you have, Nellie. When the other Abigails returned, so did the bustle within Nellie's room. As the white-haired girl watched, a faint smile crossed her lips. Perhaps it was from relief at having escaped Nellie's inquisition. Or perhaps... Nellie, I'm back. Did you eat something? You're not supposed to, dearest Mel. You're unusually cheerful. I'm the same as always. Anyway. Never mind that, dearest Mel. Take a look at my room. I redecorated today. So that's what you've been doing hiding away in the house all day now. How's that any different than what you were doing? You were in the church all day. I guess. I will look at your room, I promise. But first, do you know where the new maid is? No, don't get any strange ideas. I just haven't yet had the chance to introduce myself, and I thought I should as a member of the family. Except you have, and I know it. Being the eldest son would be shameful if she were to pass me in the halls not knowing who I am, so... Don't ask me. What? But you were in the house all day. She attends to Mother, so why would I know where she is? Though she did help redecorate my room. You made her help? That's work for the manservants. There was no reason to make the maids do it. Oh, so you're saying I should invite a bunch of men into my room? I go into your room all the time now, and you're in my bedchamber just this morning. Only one man is allowed in my bedroom, dearest Mel, and that is you. So unless you become a servant, which I will not stand for, I will not ask any of them for help. Oh, Nelly, you ought to be a little more... A little more what? If you're going to lecture me, I won't hear it. What am I going to do with you, my little lady? What? What? Why are you looking at me like that? We talked about you, dearest Mel, and I'm not going to tell you what she said. About me? What did she say? Please, Nelly. She said she has no romantic interest in you. What? What? Why did that even come up? Because we're both girls, we talk about things like what kind of boys we like and who's the most handsome. Why do you look so downtrodden, dearest Mel? You look like a sad little boy who can't get his crush to notice him. That face is unbecoming of a prince, Mel. You interested in her? That's strange, you haven't even met. I am not. It's just depressing to find out that someone you've never even met doesn't like you. That's all. If I'm going to make my move, I must do so soon. I don't have much time. The master of the house isn't around, so next in line would be him. That's weird. That painting. Oh, there's a cut thing, so I should probably save there, actually. Okay, hold on. Oh, right. No. Despite his near devastation by Nellie's news, Mel's flaxen eyes continue to wander in hopes of catching sight of the girl. By now it should be quite obvious to you what Mel was feeling. But the boy himself was having difficulty comprehending the things going through his heart. Emotionally, he was horribly unstable, like a ship without a sail. And still, every time he spotted the white-haired girl, his heart would leap, his whole body jitter with anxiety and excitement. He had never felt anything like this before, and as such, he struggled to keep these strange emotions in check. Whenever he saw an opportunity, Mel would speak to the white-haired girl. And days he was unable to, he either spent in secluded silence or a distracted daze. Love is a curious thing. It has the power to change those who experience it. When he did manage to approach her, he tripped over his tongue. Again and again he talked to her, and again he stumbled. I imagine if you were to take him to see a romance at the theatre in his present state, he would cry just as much as little Nellie. We cry at tragedies because we draw parallels with our own lives. At least, that's what I think. Great tales of romance attain true gravity with the audience only when they are personally familiar with love. In any event, the white-haired girl was, as a result of this, visibly perturbed. She was delighted that he was being so kind to her, but confusion overpowered every other emotion. She appeared to be at a loss for what to do as he clumsily catapulted words and stares at her. But Mel did not back down, though he probably knew not what caused such fiery emotion to erupt from within his breast. One's first love in particular tends to burn like a wildfire. You familiar with the sensation, Master? Oh. There she is. Is she cleaning? No, it looks like she's reading. It's now or never. Boo. Ah. sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. Lord Mel, you very clearly meant to scare me. Because you just wouldn't notice me. What are you reading? You looked pretty engrossed. Oh, I'm sorry. I should have asked for permission. It's fine. No need to apologize. Feel free to read whatever you want, and you're welcome to bring back books to your room if you'd like to spend more time with them. But I was just amazed that the mansion had a library. It must have been a lot of work to collect all these books. There are some pretty old books in here too. Your grandfather's? Some that he collected, and some even older than that. Take a look at this. I think it's a diary, but it's not from this country. Or this century, for that matter. Maybe a feudal lord? Here, he's complaining about the quality of the harvest. Can this forsaken land only produce over-sour grapes? If only the largest of the, Barney? Or maybe Barnier? If only the largest of the Barnier estates were mine instead. The land there is much more suitable to cultivation. There you have it. You can read this, Lord Mayor? More or less. I've looked over it several times already, so that wasn't too difficult. Why would such an old book be here? I'm not sure. It, and all of this, was already here when I moved into the mansion. Have you not lived here your whole life? I was born at our estate, but to me and Nellie this is more like our home. We moved when I was still young, and we've lived here ever since. Nellie and Mother have grown quite fond of it. Father, though, often goes back to the house because he doesn't like all the roses. By himself? Yeah, well, sometimes Mother goes with him, but for the most part he goes alone. But don't get me wrong, it's not because they don't get along. In fact, they act more like teenagers in love than grown adults. It almost makes me sick having to watch it. I need to drink something. My throat is throating. No. It is a wonderful thing to be close, no matter how old they may be. True, but still. There are those in the world who cannot be with the ones they care for as much as they wish. I'm sorry about that. Oh, that's right, the book. What were you reading? I wasn't exactly reading. I do not enjoy reading lots of text. So I was looking at the pictures. Is that so? You seem very cultured, so I thought you'd be partial to reading. Perhaps you're actually more like Nelly and eschew your studies. Yeah. I wouldn't have guessed. But you like looking at pictures? I do. What else do you like? What? What do you enjoy doing? It can be anything. I enjoy being told stories. Stories? Yes, when I was young, my father would tell me tales. What kinds of stories did you like? There was one about an imprisoned girl. Tell it to me. Once there was a girl. She was locked away in a mansion deep in the forest. A mansion with only one window. But the window sat high upon the wall, far beyond her reach. So it was always very dark inside, unlike this mansion. However, the girl did not like the outside world. There were lots of scary things out there, after all. Though she may have been all alone in the mansion, she grew comfortable with the darkness in time, so she had nothing to be afraid of. And then, am I doing a good job? You're doing fine. Keep going. What happens next? Okay. And then the girl grew up. By then, she had already forgotten why she was locked up, but she was content with the darkness. However, her eyes couldn't help but be drawn to the little bit of light that spilled through the one window. Though she was comfortable in the darkness, the sight of the light made her heart race. At first, the girl thought it was because she found it unpleasant, because she disliked the light on the outside. But slowly she came to realize that she was curious about the outside world. What could be happening out there? For all she knew, the town, the forest, the people, all of it could have changed while she was imprisoned in the mansion. But she had no way of finding out. So the girl decided to write letters and throw them out the window. What began as empty grasping became routine, continuing for several months until she was finally ready to give up. But then a beautiful white dove flew in through the window. Tied to the dove's leg was a letter. Her heart racing as she read the words contained within. seemed to have been written by a man. The letter contained numerous questions for the girl. It also said that if she attached her reply to the dove, it would bring the letter back to him. She was astonished, but she wrote him back anyway, taking care not to mention where she was. After having exchanged letters a number of times, the two felt very close to one another, as though they had known each other for many years, despite having never met. And eventually the man said he wanted to meet her. Indeed. The girl wasn't sure what to do. Should she tell him of how she lived? Should she reveal where she spent her days? She was afraid if she did, he would cease to send her letters. She was sure he believed her to be a young lady of noble blood, and not a girl locked away in a house deep in the forest. The girl could not bring herself to write a response. She released the dove through the window with nothing attached to its leg, and yet it returned with another letter, written in the man's familiar hand. You must surely have a grave reason for your silence, it said. I would like to know the reason, and I would like to help you. No matter what it may be, you have my word. She deliberated. Though his letters were kind, she did not know this man. He was from the outside. Would he still treat her the same way when he met her? And did she even want to step out into the world beyond? What do you think she did? Wrote a letter and agreed to meet him, right? Yes, she did. The girl made up her mind. She would write a letter. As always, when she tied it to the dove's leg, it flew off out the window. And for some time after that, she received no response from the man. This saddened her, but she thought it was for the best. She belonged in her own confined world, her world of darkness. But then one day light shone into the mansion. The sealed door had been opened, and in the doorway stood a handsome young man. I've come for you, he said. The man was a prince from a neighbouring kingdom. When the girl stepped outside, before her sat a magnificent carriage, the likes of which she had never before seen, accompanied by many servants. The prince, kind as in the letters, swore his love to her, and the two lived happily ever after. Oh, what a nice story. I'm glad it had a happy ending. A prince. Was there something funny about the story? No, that's not why I was laughing. Do you ever imagine what it would be like if a prince showed up for you? Huh? It doesn't have to be a real prince, even just someone like one. Is that something you dream about? Oh, no, I think I'm perhaps a little too old for that. You think so? Nellie still fantasizes about her prince, and she's 14. I just assumed all girls were the same. Lady Nellie's prince. That's you, Lord Mel. No? What? Is it not? I mean, we used to play make-believe a lot when we were kids, but I very much doubt she still thinks of me that way in earnest. When she calls me her prince now, it's mostly in jest. If it weren't, that would be concerning. Oh? That story, do you know if it's a regional tale, one that's been passed down throughout the ages? I'm not sure. It could very well be of my father's own creation. You might think me conceited, but I think the story might be about me. The girl trapped in the mansion is you? You haven't been locked up anywhere before, have you? Hey Karma, how you doing, lass? No, thankfully I've never been locked up before. But yeah, how you doing, Karma? Wait, wee purple cat is kind of crazy. I've never heard anyone. I'm a small purple cat. It's kind of insane. No. Thank goodness. But with an appearance like mine, I can sympathise with her being afraid of the outside world. And there's the glasses of piss. Thank you. I have at times imagined how wonderful life would be if it were only me and my father. But the girl left the house in the end. If your father really wrote that story, then I believe it contains his hope for you to end up the same way. And then the fucking twerking thing. Okay. What the fuck? What the fuck? Yo, wait, hang on. Oh, okay, fuck you. Okay, damn. I really need to turn up my Tangier. I think that was really quiet for you guys. That was a little quieter than usual for me, but it was still fucking loud enough. Jesus. Oh. I don't have what it takes to be a real... I don't have... Words. Words are hard. English is bad. I don't have what it takes to be a real prince and whisk you away. but I can at least pretend. So if it was your father's wish for you to see the outside world, then surely there's nothing wrong with you getting out and experiencing all the scenery that the world has to offer. I want to see the outside too, or to be more specific, other countries. If you'd like, what the fuck is that? Karma, what the fuck? No, I totally heard something there. Hang on. Wait. What was that? There was like a weird... I don't know what that was. I feel like I'm going insane. I swear I heard like knocking or something. I don't know. I really need to turn up my Tangia so I can properly hear it. Because it's really quiet right now and I don't know why. I have no idea why. No, nothing came through thingy, so I guess it was nothing and I'm actually just going insane. Okay, never mind then. Maybe go see distant lands together. Ah, dearest Mel, I've been looking all over for you. Nelly. Look at this, dearest Mel. Mother brought me these wonderful gloves to wear on walks. What's the carrotfish, hell yeah. Oh. Good old carrotfish, goddamn. The roses embroidered on the wrists are just precious. Oh my, you're right, they are beautiful. You appear to be dizzy, Lord Mel. Are you feeling unwell? No, I'm fine. Huh. Why the Jesus thing? No, not the fucking Jesus emote. Why? Why do you have that? Who is that from? Oh, that's from Basil. All right. Why does Basil have that? Mel was feeling frustrated at his inability to convey his feelings to her. And as his frustration built up over time, he developed, I suppose you could call it a severe case of lovesickness. For several consecutive nights he had been afflicted with a peculiar sensation, a presence in his bedchamber. Death? What the fuck? Death to the unholy one. What the hell is this? Okay, Jesus and what the fuck is that, Drac? Okay, that's strange. Death to the heretic. Death to the witch. Kill. Oh, the flashing. I don't know. Sorry, Karma. I don't know that yet. Okay. She's... Why? I never wanted her to die. Was she not eating? Seal off the tower. Understood? No one finds out about this. How can you be so calm? Don't you understand what you've done? Huh, pinning the blame on me. How nice it must be to be able to distort reality with panic. You're just as guilty as any of us. I never wanted her to die. It's one of the... Oh, yeah, it is one of the Mystery Science Theatre characters. The witch killed her. The blood of the witch killed my... Probably says daughter or something, right? uh, a dream? What was that dream? It was horribly unsettling. I was holding someone. A girl I cared for dearly, in my arms, and she was limp. It was almost as if she were dead. I've been having a lot of really unpleasant dreams lately. I can't stop shaking. Why would I have such a dream? I feel sick. Back to sleep. But I wonder, who was that girl? I can sense someone standing behind my door. Is someone there? Looks like they're watching me. Is it just my imagination? Thanks for all the twerking emotes, Colin. I can't move. What do you want? Go away.
I can smell you. Sniff, sniff, sniff.
That was terrible, Karma. Thank you. The sound is growing fainter. Is that truly what your story meant, Father? But such a magnificent garden. Something we could never have had. Are my intentions misguided? What a beautiful white rose. You know, you could have sneaked into his room rather easily then. No one was watching. How long have you... Oh, you needn't pay me any mind. I shall not condemn you, no matter what you might do. Rather, I am on your side. I was not going to do anything. Oh, is that so? Then perhaps you're out for a late night stroll. I imagine you have less difficulties going outside at night. I beg your pardon. I will return to the mansion immediately. Oh yes, that reminds me. It was also in the middle of the night when the grocer's servant broke into their safe. News of that spread quite far. I'm sure you would have heard about it. Oh. Although was Gimash was imprisoned? Dear me, I must be having trouble. I'm having trouble remembering. But worry not. If you wish for it, the mansion shall provide. You are in no danger whatsoever of getting caught. You said the witch lives in the mansion, did you not? Hey, Phelan. Also, Karma, what do you mean by terrible? Damn. I did. Does that sound perhaps a bit archaic to you? No. I believe those rumors mockingly refer to me. Oh my. I've been accused of being a witch before. Yeah, how you doing, Phelan? Which is amusing. I don't have any magical powers. I simply have an unusual appearance. Why did that change, like, without me clicking it? That's weird. I don't even have it on auto. My, what a lovely shade of red. The rose. Is something the matter? This rose was white. Till I took it in my hand. Is that so? I apologize, I must sound mad. I'm sure I was just mistaken. It couldn't possibly have changed. I wonder. Yes? Did the girl locked in the mansion become a princess? What? We should lock up and head to bed. Make sure all of the shutters are closed nice and tight, and then draw the bar on the front door. Oh, that was okay. It didn't have the little noise thing with it. I like the little noise catch thing it has. Damn. Oh well. I should save here as well again. Slowly but surely, time trekked onward, everyone working toward their own individual goals. Each early summer breeze that blew through the garden was like God's hallowed breath, carrying the flowers' fragrance in through Rose Manor's windows. If only time could be stopped, this beautiful era made to live on through eternity. As usual, Mel's eyes chased after the white-haired girl, and Nellie pursed her lips in frustration. But she was still rather docile, even taking into account how self-centered she behaved, how fickle her temper. Nellie's fits were no worse than a playful kitten. The fucking licking emo. Is that Leon from fucking Resident Evil? It fucking is. Okay, right. Of course it's Leon. I don't remember who said it earlier, but they're right. You absolutely play Resi for Leon. See, at that moment, at that very moment, our lively little feline had gotten her claws poised to swat at the flaxen-haired young man. Mel, you promised me, or have you forgotten? I haven't forgotten, I'm just asking if we can go another day. Another day? This is something that happens every day. I've been looking forward to tonight's performance for so long. There's nothing I can do about that. We're having a gathering at the priest's home tonight. Several high-ranking officials have come from the mainland just for this. Who cares? I care. You know, Nellie, It doesn't have to be me who goes with you. No, I want to go with you, Mel. You've been so distant lately, dearest Mel. You refuse to do anything with me. It's not true. So, oh, the catfish again, okay. Oh, oh. Good old catfish, good old catfish. Tell me, if you can't go today, when can you? When will you be willing to go out with me? Will you be willing to play cards with me, to have tea together? I I can't make any promises. I have things to do. Obligations. And Nellie, you're almost an adult yourself. Stop acting like such a child. I'm not an adult yet. I'm still a kid. If it means I don't get to play with you anymore, dearest Mel, then I don't want to be an adult. Nellie, you can't... Lady Nellie, the master wishes to speak with you. Whenever that maid fucking pops up, it, like, terrifies me because she's still alive in current day, and I don't know why. Father does? What could he want? Go on, Nellie. You can't make Father wait. He's very particular about people keeping their appointments. Yes, he is. Unlike you, dearest Mel. It's got her in such a foul mood. Oh, thank goodness for small miracles. Nellie just wants you to take me my word lately. You mustn't be so harsh with her. She is your one and only darling little sister. You're right, but still, she's taken it a bit too far of late. Oh, I am not so sure. She does not seem to be behaving any differently to me. Am I the one acting differently then? Well, enough about that. Can I ask you a favour? Me? What can I do for you? I was thinking... Physically, Mel was undeniably a young man, but the smirk that crossed his lips as he schemed gave his face the sweet look of a little boy. Or perhaps that was simply part of his charm. It's not the age disparity, but his character that made him smile so hot. What did he ask of me? You shall find out soon enough. It's cloudy. And thank goodness for that too. Though, it would be even better if it were even darker. I believe the textile shop was around here. Hi there. Lord Mel, fancy meeting you here? Yeah, what a surprise. So, what do you say we take this chance and go for a little walk? Since you're sensitive to the sunlight, we can keep our eyes out for shadowy areas as we go. Oh, hey, yo, thank you for the follow, Jack. Wait, I think it was a follow. Hold up, my Twitch likes to. Did it not do the thing? I don't think it did. Wait, 72. Hang on. Wait, where did the other two? Wait, what? Why did my notification thing not come up? That's really odd. I don't know how I've got 72, but thank you. Thank you for the follow. I don't know who the other person who's followed me is, but thank you to them. Huh. Nice one. Cheers. Wait, no, never mind. No, wait, this is Jack, isn't it? Oh no, not Jack-a-boy. The pop-up happened, but I don't know if it plays the sound because I was silent. No, that's fair, that's fair. I think it did play the sound, but my, no, it's all good, dude. It's all good, dude. It's all good. But no, yeah, I don't know, my Tangia and Mix-It-Up things are really quiet for some reason with this, and I need to really find a way to sort it out. Like, boost it on my end, because I think for you guys it's fine if a little quiet. For me, it's just barely tangible, like, sound-wise. It's quite hard to actually, thingy. Don't sound too disgusted by your presence. No, I'm kidding, Jack. No, you're chill, man. You're chill, dude. You're awesome, Jacob. No, I've only, like, got to speak to you over the past couple of days, but no, you're awesome, dude. I hope I can talk to you properly instead of just through, like, messages at one point, you know? We can, like, VC or some shit, I don't know. I'd say, like, horrendous things to you, absolutely, and you say horrendous things back, eh? It's a shame you're British, though, dude. That sucks. Same with you, Phelan. Same with you, Drac. If Astra, if you're here too, sometimes you are. I know you look. Sometimes. Same with you, Lass. How disgustingly British. Right. Since you're sensitive to sunlight, we can keep our eyes out for shadowy areas as we go. And if you feel unwell, just let me know. I was sent out to run an errand. Don't worry about that. Come on, follow me. Freaking, he says he's gonna take her to like a shadowy area. That looks like the brightest thing in all of like France, England. I don't know where it is actually. Um, I'm sorry. Is it a? It actually wasn't an accident that we crossed paths. Planned this out ahead of time. Asked to have you sent out on a fake errand. Could be worse. We could all be French. Yeah, let's not say that. My bad for being British. Forgive me for my sins. No, you will be hung, drawn, and quartered at your earliest convenience. I planned this out ahead of time. Asked to have you sent out on a fake errand. Feels like I'm always on alert back at the mansion. Can't relax in my own house. It's actually kind of funny. Sorry, that was inappropriate of me. I just thought, since the sun's mostly blocked out, it'd be alright if... Um, I'm feeling just fine. Uh, of course I get her out the house and I can't even think of anything to say. Hey, yes? Have you settled into life at the mansion? I have. Everyone's been such a big help. Probably deserve as much. No. You've gone from the funnies into self-deprecating. So no. Catch some love, dude. You're awesome. All right, Jack. It's good to hear. That's good to hear. Indeed. So, yes. Nellie told me she had you help redecorate her room some time back. Ah, yes, that was shortly after I arrived. What of it? Yeah, that day Nellie told me that you don't, I don't... Never mind. Sorry, it's not important. It is important, but I can't just ask how she feels about me. That'd make it sound like I... Forget sound like, I do, don't I? Lord Mel? Oh, sorry, had something on my mind. Looks like it might rain again today. The weather usually gets better as summer approaches, not worse like it has been. It won't be a heavy storm, though. No. The wind is too gentle. You can tell from that. Vaguely, but yes. Huh, that's impressive. I often leave the house unprepared, only to find myself sloshing back in the rain. You laugh a lot more than you used to. Do I? Yeah, and I like that. You look better with a smile on your face. Smile suits Lady Nellie much more than I. But her smile and your smile are completely different. Also, her smile suits you as well, Lord Mel. Do you really think so? What am I supposed to do in the face of a smile like that? So, yes? Knowing her, if I ask if I'm imposing, she'll say no without hesitation. Trying to cover myself isn't going to get me anywhere. Hold on a second. I never did get you those flowers like I promised. There was a single white rose blooming in the garden. I was planning to give it to you, but it disappeared before I had the chance. So, I'd like you to have this. It's not a real rose, but it won't wilt either. Mel was holding an ornamental white rose. It was an impressively detailed replica of the real thing, crafted by an incredibly skilled artisan's hand. It was, I imagine, made by the same craftsman from whom Mel had ordered Nellie's birthday necklace. The young man who had but a handful of days earlier said he had no sweetheart, had come in to commission a present for a girl. The master of the shop must have been quite surprised. Or perhaps it had given him a good laugh instead. It was for this moment that he so desperately sought for time together with the white-haired girl. It was for this moment that he so desperately sought for time together with the white-haired girl. I don't know what you like, so I had to base it on my sister's tastes. My apologies, I cannot accept this. Is the design not to your liking? No, I just... If you're concerned about how much I paid for it, don't be. I just want you to have it, that's all. Please. Why are you so kind to me? Why? Because I'm sorry, I can't accept it. A clear glint of flustered panic was visible in her red eyes. There is not a girl in the world whose heart would not flutter at the sight of the sparkling rose accessory. But her reaction was far from delight. As a matter of fact, there were traces of fear and apprehension in her countenance. Well, hey, Fran. Wait, what? When did I eat Itsui? What? What's up, Fran? What did I do? Oh, you mean the diamond? I guess the what's it called? VIP thing? Yeah. I beg your pardon. Hold on. With a look of distress on her face, the white-haired girl made to run off, but Mel grabbed her by the arm in the nick of time. At least tell me why. Is it because you dislike me? I never said. Something's wrong with me. From the day you arrived at the mansion, it's like I haven't been myself. I've been strangely aflutter ever since then. What is that emo? It's like a mushroom. Yeah, oh, it's a crying emo. Whenever I try to study it, or whenever I try to read, none of it sticks. I'm just looking at pages of text, tracing rows of letters, only for them to disappear as soon as I look away. That's not love, mate. That's dyslexia. It's all because of you. I truly am sorry. Please, don't be any more generous than you already have. When I'm with you, my willpower wavers. What do you mean by that? I'm so sorry. Wait. Mel's grip loosened for a moment, allowing her to slip free and dart off like a gust of wind, without giving him a chance to stop her a second time. so many crying emotes. The dumbfounded flaxen-haired boy was just frozen in place, left all by himself. The breeze with which the white-haired girl had called gentle earlier felt faintly chilly, almost as if mocking him. It looks like she's even less fond of me than I thought. Ugh. God, I'm crying. I'm pathetic. Well, if it isn't Mel, what might you be? Are you crying? Aha! I'm so pitiful. Sorry you had to see this. Think nothing of it. I passed by a girl just a few moments ago. She appeared to be rather distressed as well. Did something happen between the two of you? I wasn't good enough, it seems. You're flooding my chat. Not good enough? That was the new maid I was telling you about before. I was, like you said, Father, I was keen on her, quite. Enough to bring me to tears like a miserable child. But she rejected me. I don't even have what it takes to be a stand-in prince. Mel. I apologize for complaining to you about this. I'm completely hopeless. Mel. Please, don't try to cheer me up. I don't need any sympathy, No, Mel, listen to me. What? I've seen that girl before. What do you mean? But, you said she was a servant at your house, right? In which case... Yes, she is. Please tell me, Father. Where did you see her? Why must you be so evasive? It was probably someone else. Someone else? You're saying you mistook someone who stands out as much as her? Father, she and a man whom I assume is her father paid a visit to the church once. They came asking for food, their clothes in tatters. The two were emaciated. I don't think they were eating daily. What? Wait a minute, you're saying she's a beggar? But Father said she came from an esteemed house. Which is why I said I might be mistaken there. She has a singular aspect, but it's possible there's another girl who looks similar. Deep down, though, the priest surely believed the opposite. Okay, drama aside, thank you. Yeah, no problem, Fron. Of course, dude, of course. Down aside, the priest surely believed the opposite, and so he said sternly, like teacher to a pupil. But you must be absolutely certain. Understood? You cannot proceed any further without knowing your ancestry. May I visit the church, Father? By all means. In the back of Mel's mind, a vision of the night of the storm, the night the white-haired girl arrived at the mansion, was surely replaying. She'd been wearing little more than rags and covered in grime, Hardly the appearance of a respectable young lady of class. Have I been putting her through unnecessary stress? She actually turns out to be nameless, to be rankless. No matter where she comes from, my heart is decided. I will not fool myself about how I feel any longer. No, I cannot fool myself. But how does she feel? What will everyone else think? I have to find out why she was welcomed into our house. I'll ask mother or father. No. If for some reason they don't know she's an aristocratic, I'm better off not saying anything. But if they don't, then does that mean she's been lying to us and to them? I have to find out. This time I must get answers. No, absolutely not. You come back and the first thing you say is that? I hate you, father. I will not stand for this. Why? Why would he just suddenly throw that on me? He didn't even ask for my opinion. No, I won't do it. I'm fine the way things are. I'm just fine. Dearest Mel, I need your help. I don't... Oh yeah, I'm doing well, front, and yeah, BRB... No, that's what I did. Sorry, I don't want to get married. I'm just, I'm freaking not reading chat as much as I should. Whoa, I brought up the log by accident, oops. Oh, how did I even do that? Oh, it's like scroll reel? Okay. Okay, there's the icon thing, so I will save, just to make sure I have a chapter-esque kind of save thing. There it is. Sweet. What? Wait, what? 1 to 6 and then Q and A? That's weird. Huh, that is strange. Q and A. Alright then, I don't know why that's, why it's like that, but oh, maybe I'll find out some other time. But oh. This may seem sudden, but I must confess that I made a grave mistake. My transgression is that I was unable to completely predict where this path we were travelling led. My hands were full dealing with my immediate day-to-day tasks, so I could do naught but pray there was happiness waiting in the future. Happiness for everyone who lived within Rose Manor. But I am but a mere maid. There are limits to what I am allowed to do. And furthermore, it was not my place to offer her my hand. Roads, such as the ones we were following, have a way of diverging with little warning. And if you do not turn the wheel exactly right at those sudden forks, you may end up somewhere horribly off course. As you are well aware of that fact. Wait, is that what it said? I freaking skipped that last bit by accident. I was well aware of that fact. Which is why I thought what I did was for the best. It's happening again. I made sure the door was closed, but I can sense someone standing there. Someone watching me. Footsteps. They're looking down at me. I want to open my eyes, but I can't do it. Curses. You're just going to leave without doing anything on you. Then hurry up and get out of here. Free me from this torture. No, tonight they're on my bed now, looking down at me. My neck. What? I can't speak, I can't move. These cold fingers. That soft breath. What? Why? I can move my body. That's not important right now. You smell of roses, the scent of a world far removed from ours. He made to gasp at the sight before him, only to realise he could not. The pressure of her cold fingertips wrapped around his throat robbed him almost entirely of the ability to breathe. Why? He silently mouthed the word. For that moment at least, her melancholic ruby eyes were focused wholly on the flaxen-haired young man. In them glowed a faint flicker of willpower, and a continuously burning agitation that roused her to action. I told you to stop being so kind to me. Why? It will all be over soon. Please don't make any noise. Why? To put an end to this family, you are my only. Why? Are you shaking? What? Upon hearing Mel's words, the strength drained from her slender fingers. He had not been questioning why she would do such a thing. There was, of course, a trace of bewilderment visible in his eyes. But he did not shout, nor did he tremble in fear. He instead expressed concern for the young woman who looked like a cornered rabbit. I am not shaking. You are, I could see it. As he slowly regained his breath, Mel's voice grew clearer. Conversely, the red-eyed girls grew progressively more faint and raspy. You are not doing this because you genuinely want to. There is some other reason. This is what I desire. Have you been to my room before? You have. I'm sorry. Well, I'll be damned. Tell me, why are you shaking? You're not putting any pressure on my neck. Why haven't you run? Because I cannot fathom why you would do this, so I'm not afraid. Do you hate me so deeply you want me dead? Do you despise me to the point you would be willing to take my life with your own hands? No, I don't. See, like I said, there's another reason. If it isn't because you detest me, then tell me, why is it? I'm sorry, I'll leave your room now. I'll do my best not to bother you any further, so please forget anything ever happened. Do you think I'm just going to say okay and let you go? Why can't you tell me the reason? I'm sorry. Alright, then I'll try and guess. What? It has something to do with your lineage. You're troubled by it somehow, am I right? I thought so. How do you know about that? The priest at the church told me he'd seen you before. He also told me a little about your origin. But that's all I know. The only difference between us is social rank. Don't know what would cause you to do this. Please, tell me who you really are. Tell me why you came to the mansion and why father allowed you to be a maid. Haven't said anything to mother or father. If you're hiding the truth from them, they still don't know. But I want to. I won't get mad at you or have you punished. I'll even swear to God if you'd like. I want to be the prince who whisks you away. I want to be like the prince who rescued the girl from the dark mansion and showed her the world. I know I'm not that dependable, but I want to help you. Why do you show me such compassion? Why do you treat me like this? I have my hand around your neck. Why? I thought it'd be obvious. Have I not expressed myself well enough? I need the carrotfish. Oh. A good old carrotfish. I like the carrotfish. I love you. Every time you push away, it crushes me. I didn't even know my heart could feel such distress. If you dislike me and don't want to be with me, then, well, I'll just have to live with that. As much as it may hurt. But if you have some other reason, some weight on your shoulders that you can't share with anyone else, tell me. I want to help you. There are other options. Things we can do about your... No, that's not it. Huh? I've tried to hate you so many times. So yes, there's more to it than just social status. But I can't do it. I couldn't make myself do it. What do you mean? I had so many chances, but I couldn't do anything. She spoke in a stifled voice, as if every word had to fight to escape her lips. She appeared so fragile, so precarious looking down on him, that it seemed as though if a gust of wind were to whisk through the room, it would blow her away completely. Her pale fingers were trembling, like she had just tried to squeeze them again and failed. However, her hand did not pull away from his still slender neck. Her hand was so cold. He did not challenge her, but simply kept his eyes affixed on hers, as if carefully watching to see what she would do next. I'll say it as many times as I must. I love you, and I won't be able to accept losing you without knowing anything. So please, tell me the reason. I'll see to it that you're taken care of. Those are the words of a man of means, Lord Mel. Someone blessed enough to have pity for others. You're a foolish young man. You know nothing. But the greatest fool of all is myself. If you agree to punish me, I will talk. Tell me. Her long white hair and his soft flaxen hair touched. For just the briefest of moments, it appeared in the darkness as though they had fused together. The white-haired girl, having finally gathered the courage, began to slowly tell her tale. On the night of the storm, I paid a visit to Rose Manor, this mansion. My father and I were always on the move, travelling across the land by foot, so it was only recently we heard rumours of Rose Manor. There are several reasons we couldn't stay in one place. First is my unusual appearance. People often find the colour of my skin or eyes disconcerting. So after living in one place for long enough, unsettling rumours would begin to spread, forcing us to leave. Another reason was my father's line of work. He painted pictures for a living, but he had trouble finding a patron, so he had to work day to day. When he was no longer able to find work in a city, we would move. We were birds that migrated with our flock. It was the scooter crop, bro. Why are you scooting them? Nah. When we arrived at this town, my father was exhausted and weak. That is when we learned of Rose Manor, and the family who dwelt within it. Rhodes is the name my father could never forget. He was long ago a painter in service of the Rhodes family. Hold on. Your father was an artist here? Yes. It's before I was born, so you probably don't remember, Lord Mel. So, you knew about us before you came here? For as long as I can remember, I've known the name Rhodes. My father was chased from your house, just because they didn't like something he painted. Having failed the Rhodes family, no one else would become his patron. Just as a good reputation spreads, so too does a bad one. Branded once as a failure, no one will take you in ever again. You nobles throw your parties and spread gossip about this painter or that sculptor. The rose you tried to give me is an example of that. Certainly crafted with skill, but the jeweller is only known because some aristocrats spoke highly of him. My father's paintings were no less skillful. He was a talent that could not be easily imitated. But no one was willing to separate the art from the artist. The Rhodes family stole everything from my father. But even thrown out into the streets, his only skill was painting. That was all he could do to earn a living. What little money he had for food, he gave to me. He did anything he could to ensure my survival, even at the expense of his own well-being. My father passed away in this town. Up until his last breath, he was only ever concerned about me. He held me in his arms and ran his fingers through my hair, an apologetic look on his face. If I had a normal appearance, I'm sure life would have been much easier. He's always telling me how sorry he was for making life so hard. Even though it's not his fault I look like this. I disdain the Rhodes family for putting my father through such hardship. I imagine you were still living in decadence, acting as though nothing had ever happened. No, you wouldn't even care about the fate of one simple painter. Our lives meant nothing to you. So I sought to bring misfortune upon you, and that's why you tried to kill me. In truth, I'd want to take the master's life, but your father spends too much time outside the mansion. And so, you're right. If they lost me, it would put my family in a very difficult position. That is the whole of my tale. You now know about my father, and how I feel about you. Having told you of the blackness in my heart, I cannot go on living like nothing has changed. Please give me punishment. Why? Why do you have me put the one I love through any more misery? I'm not fit for your affection. Not only because I'm not aristocratic, but because every time I spoke with you, I did so holding this darkness in my heart. Does that not unnerve you? In the end, it was my family's actions that caused you so much suffering. But that your father was still alive, perhaps I could have done something. I'm sorry. Besides, you hesitated. You didn't actually kill me. What am I even to punish you for? As you said, you had countless opportunities, but you could not bring yourself to do it. Tell me, why couldn't you kill me? If it's because I've given you enough reason to have even the slightest bit of interest in me. Nothing was as I envisioned it. What? I assumed the residents of Rose Manor would be cold, people who believed that wealth and rank mattered above all. But on the night of the storm, the mistress was the first one to extend her hand to me. I arrived at the mansion disguised as a beggar. Actually, disguised is not the right word, as many nights I only survived on the generosity of others. The mistress did not send me away when she saw me. Quite the opposite. She took me in as a servant. So that was Mother's doing. I could scarcely believe she would invite a stranger into her home, that she would treat a stranger with such compassion. I thought perhaps she knew who my father was, but I had never met any of you before, so she must simply be that kind-hearted a woman. And the mistress continued to treat me with kindness, despite my disquieting appearance and the darkness in my heart. Oh, Right, yeah, Drax, so the white-haired girl tried to kill, Mel, because her whole, like, the head of the family, uh, basically brandished her father as, like, because they're such an aristocratic, high-up family, they brandished the father as, like, useless as a painter, and that's the only skill he really had. And so, the white-haired girl and her father basically had to live as beggars for years, and the father died. The white-haired girl ends up trying to just basically, freaking infiltrates, ends up, becoming a maid. And because the father is out all the time, she decides instead to kill the next in line of Mel, or try to kill the next in line of Mel. Um, but she's kind of fallen in love with Mel as Mel has with her. In time, I began to grow less and less sure of myself. What was I meant to do truly right? Were the things I felt truly justified? But it was a certain fact that my father was here, that he had not been chased out. Sorry, there's a certain fact that my father was here, that he had been chased out. So I decided I should take your life, to put an end to everything before I wavered any further. And then, and then, and then, you were too kind to me. Yeah, this is very dramatic. It's all your fault. Because you laugh with such affection, because you give me smiles like that, because you say the things you say. I'm sorry. No, don't apologize. So happy to hear that, despite the unusual circumstances. Please don't say that you want to leave. Don't ask me to punish you. Couldn't do anything for your father, but at least allow me to do something for the daughter he cared for so dearly. You are far too kind-hearted. I'll be happier with you around. You can become a real aristocrat. Huh? There are families that would be willing to adopt you, especially knowing it would bring them ties to the Rhodes family in the near future. Are you saying... as long as you're okay with that, of course. I was dealing with delivery got delayed. It got delayed? Damn. I don't understand. How could you possibly say that? Have my hand around your neck as we speak. Seems reasonable enough to me. I'm desperately looking for some way to not have to lose you. But I couldn't... I don't know any etiquette or social customs. How could I... You can learn all of that. You're pretty and naturally graceful. You'll do just fine. You are such an aristocrat. You are such an aristocrat, Lord Mel. What? The way you can come up with compliments so easily. But only for you. Nellie says my poetry has as much charm as a dissertation. I don't understand theatre, it puts me to sleep. Nellie's using every moment that she did. Of course. He laughed. Thank goodness. Keep smiling. You don't have to stop. A smile on your face is a smile on mine. No matter how deep the darkness has taken root in your heart, it can always be removed. I believe people are capable of forging their own futures. What do you say we go to the theatre sometime? Promise once through it. The private theatre, we can get seats at the far end of the second floor, so we'd have to stand. They'd be pretty lavish seats, give you a chance to experience the noble life. But please don't be shy. I can have clothes prepared for you. I'll ask one of the maids who can keep a secret. Say, the one with the black hair. She kind of scares me, though. I don't know what I'm supposed to say. In fact, front, I can show you guys, actually. That's what it... Oh, no, it doesn't have a background for, Huh. Okay. Some of the things have a different background, as opposed to the... So, all of what we're seeing from this is from the console version. Because I'm using the 7th layer version of House in Fata Morgana, which, like, gives it all the console stuff. The PC version looked a lot more primitive, and also runs at, like, 3 FPS on startup, and I don't know why. It's really strange. I don't know what I'm supposed to say. How could you show such compassion for me? Try to inflict harm upon you? Am I allowed to feel such joy? For every day you suffered, a day of happiness. That's how it has to be. So stand by my side. He softly whispered the girl's name. For several long moments, her lips trembled in trepidation, but in time she squeezed them together and made a smile. He wrapped his arms around her unbelievably slender, frail frame, holding her tight in an affectionate embrace. Mel approached me the next day. He explained to me the course of events, then asked me to dress her up more beautifully than any other noble girl had ever been. She was already a very pretty girl, so even without much effort on my part, simply putting her in a dress, she radiated beauty. I was quite partial to her smile, so I agreed to help, thinking that if it would lead to their happiness, I could not ask for anything more. I never anticipated what would happen next, though. Perhaps my hopes were unreasonable after all. Oh, that's a save point thing. Cool. That's so bright after that. Good damn. Also, a new track. Okay, let's quickly save here, and then we'll continue. Also, I can show you guys now. So, what we're seeing here is from the console version, the PS4 and Switch version, I think. And then that's what it looked like originally. So as you can see, it's 4x3. You got the black bars. They completely redrew things for the. So this is the Steam version. So they completely redrew things for the console version, and fans have basically gone back and ported the better or the different looking CGs from the 16:9. Damn, this track from the console version to the PC version. It looks real nice. Now, Nelly, you love the theatre, so don't look so cross. Nelly was out with a man other than her brother that evening. A rare sight indeed. She was quite clearly in a foul mood. I will not stand for this. That I should have to marry a man as disagreeable as Arthur. It's unthinkable. The young man at her side was Nelly's fiancé, selected by her parents. On any other occasion, she would have snubbed an invitation from any man who was not Mel, but she had little say in this matter. She was, for a lack of better word, forced to go out with him. And oh, how furiously she had fought against it. She had shoved aside the Abigail trying to fasten her corset, locked herself in her room and sobbed for quite some time. It required the combined efforts of several of us to get her ready and out the door for her date. Come now, you should at least pretend you're enjoying yourself, but do you want people to think we don't get along? Do we get along? Well, I want to, for what it's worth. What it's worth to you is my name, not me. Are you really going to be like that? I went out of my way to take you to your favourite play. The least you could do is be a little kinder to me. What was it called again? Romeo and Juliet? It's been running for 6 or 7 years now. A family like yours or mine could pay to have a brand new script written. So why should we have to see an old play at a theatre full of commoners? Maybe private, but even so... Huh. I'd rather just have a show put on at my estate. Stop talking already. Why should I have to marry someone like you? I have absolutely no desire to marry you. Whatever it takes, I will put a stop to this. I'll talk to Father as many times as I must. Please don't make such a scene. It's shameful. There are people around. Remember, you represent your family. Besides, our families are hardly strangers to one another. Try as you might, I doubt you can get rid of me. No matter what you say, you can't break this engagement. You don't... Your parents give you too much freedom. Look what a spoiled little girl you became because of it. Goodness, you're going to be quite the handful. Now get off your high horse. No, you're the one on the high horse now. You are going to be my wife. You could at least put some effort into liking me. What happens when I take you to a social engagement and you act like this? It's shameful to both of us. It's coming from someone who used to call me Lady Nelly. What's your problem? When you choose to act like a lady, I'll gladly call you that again. Goodness gracious. Put yourself in my shoes for a second. I have to marry a bratty little girl because it'll help my family. How dare you talk about me that way? You're not a damned princess. Open your eyes. If you think talking to your father will get you this marriage, you're welcome to try. I doubt he'll have it, though. Otherwise, you can just go complain about it to your friends. Oh, that's right. As far as I'm aware, you don't have any friends. Enough. As you wish. This is so frustrating. Should I have to listen to the jerk mock me? I have Mel. I know Father won't listen to me. I'll ask Mel to talk to me. Mel will be able to convince him. Come on now, your favourite play is about to start. Maybe you should face forward. Enjoy it while it lasts. You won't be talking down to me much longer. What? Is that? Wait, Nelly, get back here. What is that damn child's problem? I didn't give her permission to leave. Father will be sure to hear about this. Can't have the roads making any more of a fool of me. Yeah, Mel and Nelly are siblings, yeah. So, Mel and Nelly are siblings. Nelly kind of doesn't want to grow up. She's like 14. She wants to kind of stay as like, the younger sister kind of thing. Doesn't really like the idea of becoming an adult. Kind of liked being chaperoned around everywhere by her brother. You know, like being taken to plays and playing and all stuff like that. You know? You're fine. Don't be shy. But so many people are looking at me. That's because you're gorgeous. No, it's because I look strange. I assure you that's not the case. It is true you have an unusual appearance. Oh, and Mel cancelled going to the play with Nelly today. Because he wanted to give like a white rose to... No, that wasn't today actually, that was the other day. So that was the day before, so no. Okay. I assure you that's not the case. It is true you have an unusual appearance. But right now the unique colour of your hair, your skin, and your eyes all serve to accentuate your beauty. You sound like a prince, Lord Mel. What? You think so? I mean, I did say I'd be a stand-in prince for you, but I think you're a wonderful prince, not just a stand-in. Which makes you my princess then. To be fair, so it was yesterday that Mel didn't want to go to the play. Nelly's been forced to go with Arthur today because of all the shit going on. You know, the whole family politics, aristocracy kind of thing. And Mel just decided to go with the white-haired girl, who we still don't know the name of. So I don't think he's done it to slight his sister. He just wants to go on a date with his lass, you know? Which makes you my princess, then. I don't... Oh, you're supposed to say, yes, I am there. You're going to make me sad? I I guess I'll just have to keep working on it until you submit. Oh, hey, the play's about to start. What am I supposed to be doing? Nothing in particular? Just sit back and enjoy the show? Oh, but there is one thing. Yes? If I start dozing off, could you maybe wake me up? What? Dearest Mel? Nelly? Dearest Mel, what are you doing here? I asked her to join me. It's nothing to get worked up over. It absolutely is. How many times did I ask you to come with me and you wouldn't? You don't even like theatre, dearest Mel, and you brought her? You're right, I'm not especially fond of plays, but I wanted her to be able to see one. Why make such a big deal out of this, Nelly? She's not suitable for you. What? She isn't good enough for you. Why would you choose her? She's creepy and you have no idea where she came from. Don't talk about like that, Nelly. But you don't even know who her family is. I do. What? Lord Mel? It's fine, you just stay quiet. Like the other maid, she comes from a respectable house. I looked into it. But the circumstances prevent me from telling you what house that is. No, you're lying. That can't be. She doesn't act like a lady. She likes etiquette. She probably can't even dance. You expect me to believe someone like her is from a good house? Enough already, Nelly. Nelly yelled at me. You have my word. You don't have to worry about her. So please stay out of this, Nelly. It isn't any of your business if I spend time with her, is it? But dearest Mel, you need to stop hanging all over me, Nelly. Find someone for... Wait. What are you doing at the theatre? You here alone? Oh, yes, dearest Mel, about that. I have a favour to ask of you. I've been wanting to talk to you about this ever since yesterday, but I haven't seen you at all. Settle down, Nelly. What is it? Father had me engaged without consulting me. He picked Arthur, that disagreeable little... Oh, right, that. I already know. What? I heard it from Father. That reminds me, you didn't show up at breakfast this morning. I see now. It was because of your engagement. Dearest Mel... Is that who you're here with today? In that case, you should get back to him, rather than wasting more time with us. You knew I didn't want to get married, Mel, so why? Why didn't you talk Father out of it? Because it's your time now. If there's someone else you'd rather be with, then, well, you could try persuading Father, but you're the only prince for me, dearest Mel. And a prince always grants his princess's wishes. Doesn't he? I just want you to say you'll do that for me, dearest Mel. Look, Lady Nellie, you stay out of this. It's all your fault. It's all because you showed up and played your little tricks on him. I warned you about this rat, dearest Mel. She's not suitable for... I told you I'd had enough already. How much longer are you going to continue acting like a child? I can deal with you being a spoiled little girl, but how dare you be so derisive to someone else? Mel, here... Lord Mel. Go on, the show's about to start. People are giving us dirty looks. Return to your betrothed now. I will apologize to him afterwards as well. You said you'd always be by my side. That you would always be my prince. The time for make-believe is past now. No, I refuse to believe it. I will not have it. Nellie! My goodness, that girl. Are you not going to go after her, Lord Mel? No, just let her go. The only place she even has to go is home. I just wish she started acting a little more like an adult. I imagine Lady Nellie simply... She what? No, it wasn't my intention to get between you. Don't blame yourself. It's not your fault we had an argument. But you two are so close. Well, yeah, we're siblings, so we're close, but nothing more. I do care about Nellie, and I enjoy spending time with her. But she's my sister, nothing more. Anyway, sorry for making such a scene. No, I imagine she left her betrothed behind without saying anything, so I'm gonna go apologize to her. We have to keep up appearances. Stay here, I'll be right back. Very well. Master, what are your thoughts on this tale so far? Which of the siblings do you think was in the right, Master? The brother or the sister? Oh my, I apologize for the abrupt question. Did I startle you? What do you think? Yes, I believe Mel was probably right. He was also surely happier than her. As Mel had anticipated, Nellie fled from the theatre, leaving her fiancé behind. She forced her way into a carriage and stopped outside. Probably one called for a different nobleman, and ordered it to take her home. Mel's assumptions were correct. The only place she had to return to was the mansion. The sun was beginning to set, and as a young lady she could not simply go wandering through town alone. Nor did she have any acquaintances to take her in. Her world was, in essence, composed of two elements, her brother and the Rose Garden. They were the light of her life at Rose Manor. She lived a very isolated existence. Oh, do you guys want to see, like, what does Nellie's bedroom look like? Wow, that's very different. When she escaped back home, Nellie went straight to her room, locked the door and began sobbing. The waves of her sorrow came crashing effortlessly over the leaves. Tears streamed through the cracked walls of the dams, blocking her tear ducts. Why? Why won't you help me, Mel? Why won't you take my side? The decor in her room appeared blurry through her damp eyes. Memories of the day she had it redecorated played back in her mind with crystal clarity. She told me she had no feelings for you. That liar, that liar. She let her emotions run wild, breaking glass craftwork, silver plates designed by famous foreign artisans, flower vases, all sorts of things. As though a beast had been set loose in her bedchamber. The vase she tossed shattered again against a painting hanging on the wall, spraying water, porcelain, and roses in every direction. It's the portrait she adored so dearly, of her and her brother. Oh. And in what appeared to her like a metaphor from her life, the frame fell off its mounting, crashing to the floor. Nellie darted over and scooped it up. The frame had broken, but the painting inside was unharmed. The two smiling children were still the very image of happiness, inseparable siblings holding one another's hand. I'm interested now in, like, okay, so I guess the full things don't have different things. My prince is no more, though in her present state of mind, that image of happiness brought her nothing but misery. And the worse she felt, the more frustrated she grew with the smiling girl and kind boy of her past. The princess is no more either. You're not princess anymore, Nellie. Some other woman has taken your place. I trusted you, Mel. I believed you would always be there for me. It's painting. It's nothing but a lie. It's not the real Mel. It's not the real me. It's all a big fat lie. A lie. Which this painting never existed. That it was never made. That I never had a brother. Painting. It's painting. In a fit of emotional distress, she scratched feverishly at the painting she once considered precious. She put more force into her fingers than she, or perhaps anyone, might have imagined she could. Flakes of paint began falling off the canvas, and in time she noticed something peculiar. What? Is this writing? Something's hidden beneath the paint. Just a little more. A date? Would that be hidden? What could it be for? Completed. Completed May 1587? 1587? She read out loud the faded, scratched up handwriting. After staring blankly at the text for some time, the colour in her face began to drain. What is this? How? How could this have been painted 16 years ago? I wasn't even born yet. Mel would have been just a baby. Is this not me? Is this not Mel? There's still more writing. Urged on by her rapidly pounding heart, Nellie furiously scratched away at the painting. Even as her clean pink fingernails were soiled with fragments of paint and blood, she did not stop. She was so overwhelmed by the trepidation that she could not stop. She had a horrible premonition that something was about to happen. Something indescribable, incomprehensible. This is how I envisioned your son and our unborn daughter, my luck, several years from now.
Yeah, I'm your slutty little shell boy.
Hey, Cam. Wait. Hey, Cam, how you doing, dude? Thank you for that. That was, something. Your son and our unborn daughter. So this was a painting of the future. Then it really is of me and Mel. No, use your head, stupid. I'm only 14. 16 years ago, I was inside my mother. But then who is this? I don't know what games does. Despair brings up the Nogito thing, which I don't know how loud that is. You're trying to do, like, a lot of those just won't work, because a lot of those are just set automatically by my mind's gone blank. By Stream Elements, that was it. By Stream Elements, yeah. So a lot of them just don't work, unfortunately. Yeah, see. Who is that holding Mel's hand? Yep, there's the thing. Thank you. You guys just trying everything now, okay? Who is that holding Mel's hand? Who is that with my brother? More, there has to be more. How? Found it. There's more writing. Thanks for the sus. I have to know what this is. Calm down, Nellie. It's nothing to get worked up over. I'm sure it's nothing. Calm down and read. There's nothing to worry about. If our unborn child. This is what the writing on the painting said. Oh, hey, the game thing works. Sweet. I don't know what the 12.34 means. Does that mean it's like £12.34 on sale or something? If our unborn child does not have your hair colour, then you will probably not be able to take her in as your own. I will be punished and my life made miserable. What the hell are you doing? Like, front what? Okay. And so, I pray that this child might have flaxen hair. Though it is a sin to wish she has in her a trace of me. I do hope it is a girl. What am I reading? I don't get it. Someone tell me, what does this mean? A painting from 16 years ago. Hair color, sin. Had you hoped as a girl? Yes? It's Nellie. Let me in. Lady Nellie? Oh, you changed out your dress. That's a shame. It looked nice on you. It really did look so nice. Almost like you're a princess. Lady Nellie. Say, I've got a question for you. Do you mind? Okay, Fran. By all means. What colour hair did your father have? Beg your pardon? Did you not hear me? Should I repeat the question? No. I assumed it would be about Lord Mel. I'm just so curious about where you got that white colour from. My father was more tan than white, so I didn't inherit my paleness from anyone. I asked about your father's hair colour. Why would you want to... There's no reason you can't tell me, is there? My father, had white hair. That was simply because he was an older man. I do not think he was born with... Lady Nellie? Huh. Hey, guess what? I figured it out. Figured it all out. And it was so simple. There's only one difference between you and me. The thing that Mel fell for is... Why do you have those? No, stay back. No, that's... What? Should I make a full set of it? What? Okay, even the 8-ball said no. We've finally reached this point in the tale, Master. If your memory has been refreshed, then we can return to the mansion immediately. Very well then. If you insist, Master, we shall proceed with the story. It was a stormy night, much like the one the white-haired girl had first arrived on. It was quite a crypt. It was quiet as a crypt in the mansion, not a single light visible in the halls. The house sat in wait for the sun to peek out over the horizon. The darkness is, generally speaking, something that rushes by like a gust of wind as we sleep. The flaxen-haired young man, too, lay in bed, pale blue moonlight sporadically streaming through the gaps in his drawn velvet curtains as he attempted to submit to slumber. He was having difficulty drifting off, but as time trickled onwards, he drew closer and closer to the arms of Morpheus. What? No. Suddenly he sensed a presence in the room, much like the one from those nights some weeks earlier. Someone there? Answer me. A slender, feminine finger pressed gently against his lips. There was no hostility in the motion, but rather a great deal of affection. Your silhouette faintly visible in the dark room was the same as that night. A flash of lightning shone through the drawn curtains, illuminating her beautiful white hair. Several silky locks spilled over her shoulders and branched against Mel's cheeks. A couple soft puffs of air tickled his face, as though she was silently laughing. I assumed her finger held against his lips was her way of telling him to stay quiet. She began to slowly, delicately trace the outline of his mouth, moving down his cheek and along his jawline, as if of a porcelain. Alright, be well. Pretending Mel and the white girls look. Alright, see you, Fran. Be well, dude. You're rather more forward than I remember. Well, I suppose you always were quite daring. This isn't the first time you sneaked into my bedchamber. The boy said that in an attempt to conceal his surprise. Do you remember the night she came to exact revenge? The revenge on him for her father? Indeed, she had proven herself to be a rather bold girl once already. It's dark, I can't see you very well. May I light a lamp, or perhaps we can open the... Before he could finish, the white-haired girl sealed his lips with her own. In the near-total darkness of the bedchamber, the two shadows appeared as one. They remained that way for several minutes. Their kiss was innocent. No, more than the pressing together of two pairs of lips. At the same time, the white-haired girl lovingly ran her fingertips across the skin. When their lips separated, Mel gasped for air. It seemed as though he'd been holding his breath. Slightly embarrassed in himself, he said, "Dearest Mel." Nothing. He could not speak. The silhouette hanging above him was certainly the white-haired girl's. Or was it? Because his next words were, Get off me! He reflectively shoved the girl straddling him aside. She rolled out of the bed, landing on the cold floor, but gradually she crawled her way back up towards him. That wasn't very nice. Veiled in darkness, she slowly lifted her head, and then there was another flash of lightning. The heavy fabric of the curtains rustled, bolts of lightning streaming between the gaps. Her flaxen irises glimmered, though in the bluish-white light they took on a twinge of almost golden glow. No need to be so rough. This isn't the first time she's visited your bedchamber. Is it, Mel? What the fuck? Or did I not kiss you the same way? Tell me, how does she run her fingers across your skin? What does she do when she nuzzles up to you? Stop this madness, Nellie. Why would you do this? Because you like white hair, don't you, Mel? You like white hair, which is why you fell for her, isn't it? So if I have white hair, then you'll fall for me too. Then I could be your princess again, dearest friend. What are you even talking about? He could not escape from her, from his sister's piercing gaze. Why? What happened? How could she? Questions crashed into this young man's mind, like waves into a stormy sea. But none of them found answers. They simply caused him further perplexity. Your hair, what happened to your hair? How did you get it that colour? Oh, this? You like my wig? But as soon as the words left her mouth, Mel was in motion, propelled by pure instinct. He clenched Nellie's shoulders tight enough to dig his fingers into her flesh. You're hurting me, Mel. What did you do to her? Tell me, what did you do? I made her leave. It was a perfectly reasonable decision. She was obviously not nobility and thus hardly fit to be a part of this household. But there's no need to worry, Mel. Some madman. It doesn't matter. She promised she'd stay by my side. So why? How could you do that to her? I promised you that long before she ever did. That I love you far more than she did now. Have you lost your mind? You're not making any sense. Where is she now? What is she doing? It's always her with you. What more could you want from me? Tell me, what does she have that I don't? What do I have to do to get you to focus on me and only me? We're siblings. Do you understand what you're doing? Oh, I understand it quite well. Far better than you do, dearest Mel. I know the former queen was executed for it, but if we don't get caught, there's no problem. That's fucking grim, okay. Nellie, you saying you've always felt this way about me? Oh my, you didn't notice, dearest Mel. You truly are a dense one. Guess romance just isn't your strong suit. But you've noticed it now, haven't you? You know exactly how I feel about you, right? Quit it, enough. Don't say anything else. Stop having these insane feelings for me. It's disgusting. What are you laughing about? Poor Mel, content in your complete ignorance. Alright, I'll tell you everything. Mel, you can only love blood-related women. What? What the fuck? Huh? His cackling sister appeared to him like some kind of inhumane life form. Her actions and incomprehensible exclamations slowly drained him of his strength. What kind of deranged nonsense is that? I love her. She's your sister, Mel. Haha, very funny. How far out of your mind have you gone, Nellie? Poor Mel. Do you honestly know nothing? Say that her father was a painter. He painted pictures for a living. What of it? For a time, her father painted for our family. You've seen the pictures before, dearest Mel. The one hanging in my room of the two of us. That was painted by her father. He did a good job, didn't he? Kept asking and asking until you finally agreed to hold my hand. How did you feel about that? You were rather embarrassed, weren't you? Do you remember that day, dearest Mel? You couldn't possibly remember it. But there's a chance you might remember this. Before we moved into this mansion, we had a painter with white hair. I don't remember any such thing. He was, long ago, a painter in the service of the Rose family. That painter did something very, very bad. And because of that, he couldn't remain part of our household. Do you know what he did now? He lay with Mother. My father was chased from your house. If the child had been born with flaxen hair and the painter would not have been thrown out, the baby would have just been accepted as part of the family. But that wasn't how it turned out. The child had white hair. It didn't look at all like she carried the Rhodes family blood. But see, Mother had me. That I'm here is all the proof you need. The girl born 16 years ago didn't have flaxen hair. Up until his last breath, he was only ever concerned about me. He held me in his arms and ran his hands through my hair, an apologetic look on his face. You're talking total nonsense. What proof do you have? If you want to see it, I'll gladly show you. The artist left a message in the painting in my room. What did that girl tell you? You're lying. What part of it is a lie, Mel? Everything I'm telling you is the truth. Why don't you go ask Mother? It's supposed to not send me away when she saw me. Quite the opposite. She took me in as a servant. That made sense to me. Why would she hire a maid she knew nothing about? So he just showed up at the door one day. When I asked Mother to make her my maid, she stubbornly refused. From a good house, don't make me laugh. Don't make me laugh. If she was really nobility, she would have given us her name. Mother was so desperate to cover up her mistake. that doesn't make any sense. I don't believe a word you're saying. It couldn't possibly be true. Wouldn't it be nice if you could bury your head in the sand? But Mel, feigning ignorance is a sin. No. I refuse to believe it. Not a chance in hell. You just don't understand anything. How I feel, how much I've suffered. Do you have any idea how I've loved you? How long I've loved you? Know that you'd never accept my affection. But then, fancy that. You fell in love with your half-sister. Then I should qualify for your love too. Shouldn't I, Mel? Weirdly creepy that the only bit of voice acting we get is her laugh. Stop it, enough. Shut your mouth. Not another word. This is fucked and a half. Jesus. I don't believe any of this. Mel. I know you'll never love me. I know there's nowhere for me to run. Say, when we were kids, was that really me? Was I really by your side, Mel? If that painting tells the whole truth, I was never once did I get to be your princess. Not even once. What a fucking creepy ass song with the weird fucking like whispers as well. Dearest Mel, everyone just loves to dote on me. They're always telling me how pretty I am. Mother does, father does, and all the maids do too. I can do anything I want. So for me, acting like a spoiled child is the only form of rebellion I have. I don't have the kind of freedom you do, Mel. I'm just a doll for the family to play with. When I have visitors, it's only ever for show. So it's not my fault that I don't have friends. Dearest Mel, you're the only one who's ever cared about me more than anything in the world. Dearest Mel, I always knew how I would react if you fell in love. I'd cry my eyes out, I'd envy her to death, I'd get angry as a bull. But eventually I would have given up. I knew I could never have it my way after all. That my feelings would never bear fruit. So why did she have to be your sister? Tell me, why? Oh, dearest Mel, here you are again reading such hard books. Your eyes will go bad if you spend too long staring at pages. I'll be fine now. It's not like I'm reading 24 hours a day. No, that's not good enough. If your eyes go bad, dearest Mel, you won't be able to see me anymore. You worry too much. I can see you fine and well, my princess. Your hair glimmering like the sun, and your beautiful smile. I can see you clear as day, and that will never change. Plus, the skies are clear today, so you're even more radiant than usual. You know, this is my favourite season. Winter's cold, and there's so much rain. I can't stand it. But as it gets close to my birthday, the clouds go away, and I just adore the sun. Ah yes, it's almost your birthday, isn't it? Have you decided what you're going to ask Father for? Not yet. I want pretty dolls and shoes with sparkling gems. I also want a pretty dress, like the one Mother wears. A list that long is asking a bit much, even for Father. But dearest Mel, I already have what I want the most. So the truth is, as long as I have that, I don't need anything else. Oh, and what would that be? The hairpin they bought for you the other day. Or maybe the song they had written for you last year. None of that, dearest Mel. Huh? Then what could it be? Now I'm really curious. What is it that's so valuable to you? That's... What the fuck is the fucking background? That's a secret. Girls have so many secrets, I just don't know what to do. Say, dearest Mel, would you run your fingers through my hair? Just for a little bit? What's gotten into you, Nellie? Why are you so hungry for attention all of a sudden? Please, dearest Mel. Oh, Nellie, what am I going to do with you? Come over here. And I want to sit on your lap. Yes, yes, as you wish, my beautiful, beautiful little princess. Say, dearest Mel, what is it? What is it this time, Nellie? Right now, I'm so incredibly happy. Oh, and out of curiosity, who was it that you really cared so much about? In a fevered frenzy, Mel fled from the mansion. Even in early summer, the night was cold. Thank you for the falling pipe, Zora. To make matters worse, raindrops pelted him from head to toe. But that caused him little discomfort, for a far greater maelstrom of pain rampaged within his breast. At night, the town took on a different appearance, not simply for the lack of illumination, but the people active within it as well. It's not a sustainable place for a young aristocratic man to go wandering unattended. The darkness is not the only abode of devils, but of beggars, thieves, criminals, and all matters of things undesirable. But despite that, he continued to run, knowing not where he was to head. He simply went where his feet took him, and where he arrived was the church. Man, it's raining pipes and dogs out here? Yeah, fucking tell you. It's raining pipes and dogs, son of a bitch. Father. Father. God should be able to offer me counsel. To answer all my questions. That painting, about her, about Nellie's feelings. Not her lies, but the truth. Please open the door. Open the door! But as you might expect, the door was locked, and the priest showed no sign of responding to his calls. The sound of the pouring rain drowned out everything else. His head drooped feebly. He looked like a helpless little calf, who had wandered alone onto a dark, precarious mountain path with no end in sight. Why? Why won't anyone tell me the truth? All I want is for someone to tell me it's not true. Have I sinned? No, I didn't know anything. I didn't know. No, none of it's true. So, I haven't done anything wrong. I'm not at fault, am I? Nevertheless, his sister's claims and her laughs echo within his head. If he truly believed it to be false, he would have gone to look at the painting. That he could not was an indication that an uncertainty had a stronger grip. Fragmented images of a white-haired painter fluttered through the back of his mind, but he desperately shoved them aside. What good is the church? What good is theology? What good is God? What? Something moved near the boy. It stood immediately behind him and grasped his light dressing gown. He had been so consumed his own word that he had not noticed the person's presence close enough to touch him. What? Who are you? Standing there was a beggar dressed in tattered rags. He's still begging at the church? The hooded beggar tentatively extended his hand towards Mel, pleading for relief with sad, slender fingers. Were he a generous young man, Mel would have given the beggar something. Were he generous, of course. But, Lord, get your filthy hands off me. I don't have a damn thing to give you right now. Don't you dare touch me. Suddenly, the beggar's head turned upwards. My eyes catch the beggar's. Her hood fell back, revealing a hairless head. What? Pain, a pair of red eyes gazing bitterly through the familiar distinctive glimmer, and Mel. Red eyes. She immediately covered her face and turned to run. It can't be. The beggar that's always been here was a... You said yourself that they would not survive much longer. How could you be certain she was the same beggar? Wait for me. Perhaps as someone of such high social standing, all beggars appeared the same to you? Perhaps you wanted to believe your meager generosity made a difference, that you did something of value. I'm not saying it was wrong to think so. Wait for me. I chase after the fleeing girl. Though I shout for her to stop, she continues to run. The rain is so heavy, I'm afraid I might lose her. I'm terrified. But I didn't do anything wrong, did I? Begging you, please stop. I just want to talk. She comes to a stop at a corner. Please do not go around this corner. It's you, isn't it? I'm sorry. Why are you apologizing? What I said back there was terrible, and for that I'm truly sorry. I didn't realize it was you. Please, come back to me. If you're concerned about social status, I'll figure something out. Nellie's getting married off soon enough. Oh, yes, Nellie. Nellie did something horrible things to you. She's lost her mind. She's talking nonsense. But don't worry, she'll be out of the picture soon enough. I'll make sure you're safe. Say something, please. Are you angry? You're angry, aren't you? I'm not angry at you. I'm not. She came to our house, aware of everything. What? Did you tell me, please? The priest isn't around and everything Nellie says is a lie. You're the one who will tell me it's not true. What are you? Our relationship? I don't understand what you're saying. I see. You don't know. You don't know. It's for the best. Nellie's the only one who knows. She'll be gone before long and everything will be alright. Look, Lord Mel, it'll all be alright. It'll be alright. Let's go back. I'll make sure to never put you in danger again. I'm begging you, stay with me. My appearance is no longer suitable to stand at your side. You saw how unsightly I am back by the church, did you not? I can grow back. That's not a problem. Now I truly look the part of the hideous witch, but I am to blame. It is a sin for me to find happiness in your kindness. What are you talking about? My sin was falling in love with you. Not what happened to my father, not how we had to spend our days. There's no sin in that. We have our whole lives ahead of us, don't we? With enough time, this whole tragic mess will be behind us. Things only get better from here. I'll be your prince, like the one who took the girl to see the outside world. So please, give me your hand. Come to me. Don't leave me all alone. I need you by my side. Please. I extend my hand around the corner. I sense her hesitating behind the bend. I'm begging you. I can't see what's on the other side, but the vision of her reaching out to put her hand in mine was a ride. But the story never had an ending. What? She doesn't take my hand. I doubt the girl ever wrote that letter. She's not there when I turn the corner. Why? How did things end up like this? Where'd I go wrong, oh God? Your error was likely your kindness, thoughtlessly, haphazardly spreading your generosity. But that generosity came from your own desire to avoid pain, for your own happiness. What should I have done? I can't take this. Everyone was happy. Nellie used to laugh and smile. She once meant the world to me. How did things end up like this? It's not my fault. I didn't do anything wrong. If you pretend like nothing happened, then perhaps they can go on smiling in your head. But regardless, you must follow the path you tread. It is your path alone. The path you chose when, in that moment, you decided to run. Make the wrong choice in these moments, and you shall find yourself on the road to ruin. I would have been better off not knowing. Better off in the dark. I just wanted those tranquil days to last. They were supposed to last forever. At some point, your childhood must come to an end. That ending may not be the one you anticipated. You can't stand this world. You yearned for a world that would treat you with kindness. What should I do? What should I have done? Someone, please help me. You should return now. If you spend too long out here, you are liable to catch a cold. Now let us return to our own time. The crestfallen young man faded into the distance, and the decrepit double doors clacked shut. Through the shattered glass you could only see the ruins of a garden, not a single rose growing within. You had evidently returned from the past. In the garden, weeds grew taller than people. You found it difficult to look at. A wolf howled in the distance. The children, the sea of roses, and the white-haired girl were nowhere to be found. You and the maid who called you master were the only people present in the mansion. What happened to them next? Oh, master, you would know better than I. My, you cannot remember? It seems this is quite serious, then. Worry not, my loyalty lies with you, master. The mansion has witnessed more yet. Let us make our way to the second door. Your hand in hers, the maid guided you through. Okay, I'm going to leave it there then. That was basically the end of chapter 1. Which was pretty fucking good, to be honest. That was, yeah, no, okay. I have no idea what to expect from the house in Fata Morgana, but so far that's been pretty fun. That's been pretty good. Not fun per se, but you know, it's certainly been interesting. See who is oops. There we go. Okay. There we go. Yeah. No, honestly, that has been quite. I don't know. I quite enjoyed it. It was definitely different. I'll give it that.